Here's something that I have not done in a few weeks, I would say, and that is actually some Blu-ray unboxings. You're gonna expect probably not just this, but also two more of these, like another Criterion Collection one, but another Blu-ray form that I can't wait to show you guys. But before we get into that, I do have, of course, some Blu-rays that I have gotten in physical stores. Yes, once again, for this, this is the third video of this regular Blu-ray unboxing that I got these in stores. Now, there are actually two here. If you remember the last regular Blu-ray unboxing, I got these two the day after that video was released. And this actually was at kind of like a used game. It's kind of like GameStop, but not really. But it's called El Tige. I don't know how to pronounce it, but if you know in the area where I live, where the Kmart used to be, there's like this mini game store that sells used games and a lot of retro games. You know what I'm talking about. And also, I was shocked that they even sold used Blu-rays. So I will say that the first two are used, as well as three others, since this past weekend I went to Books A Million. So there are two films here that I have gotten from that game store. I keep forgetting. I know it's like, I know what it is, but I might put it down in the comments, but I'm not really sure, but or in the chat. But I actually do have an animated film here, and it is, of course, Kubo and the Two Strings. I did a review of this movie unprofessionally back then, and of course this was nominated for 2 Oscars for Best Animated Feature, which lost to Zootopia, and Best Visual Effects, the second animated film to get that nomination, the first one being The Night Before Christmas, which lost to the live-action remake of The Jungle Book. And as you can see, this used Blu-ray actually came with its slipcover, so props to the original owner of this Blu-ray. So, of course, like always, in this one, sometimes a lot of the used Blu-rays, they don't have, everything. Okay, you still get the Blu-ray and DVD, but, as you can tell here, but in this case, it also had the digital HD code, which I do not have it here. So, but no worries, it's not really much of a massive issue, because owning a physical copy is something. So, I'm kind of glad I actually got this one. Very, amazing, with its visuals. I got more depth than in the unprofessional review, but because I was improvising it at the time, but it's just a unique cover. And the next one that actually is another used Blu-ray, and that is actually Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yep, the original 1990 film. And it only just comes with the regular Blu-ray. It doesn't have anything else. And I even explored this Blu-ray when I got it, and it's just the movie. Yeah, you will get some Blu-rays that won't have bonus features like the Criterion Blu-ray of Blue is the Warmest Color, as an example. But yeah, it looks like it came with some like pamphlets, but of course that did not came with it in the used Blu-ray. But I don't blame, of course, the story. It's just what the original whoever had the original owned. So but yeah, this was an interesting one, because the thing is, I'm not a die-hard Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan, and I'll be honest, I never watched any of the series. But back in 7th grade, it was 2000, I think it was 2012 or 2013, somewhere in that. But during my 7th grade year, I in one of the classes, they showed this film, and I decided to watch the entire movie. And if I remember correctly, surprisingly, this movie was actually on YouTube, its entire film, before it got taken down. There's a kind of a rarity where you can actually get a free movie on YouTube that you won't have any problems with. So that's going to be interesting. Sorry about that little edit right there. I thought the angle of my iPhone was in the wrong direction, but no, it's not. So, as I was saying, I saw this movie on its entirety on YouTube for free, not mirrored. back in 2012, as well as the sequels were also there as I did watch. And this one I actually didn't kind of enjoy. Yeah, I know live action films based on animated cartoons don't really do well, but this is like one of the better ones. Like it's like it does have some minor issues, but it's like at least if you get to know who they are respectively. And yeah, and of course I ended up getting the one with the good cover, so I was kind of glad I got that because I didn't want to get a bad one. But I did watch the sequels as well, The Secret of the Ooze and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. Secret of Ooze, I barely remember that. 3 is definitely the worst one of the entire trilogy, but yeah, I do think so. So those are the 2 used Blu-rays I got from that game store. Next, the 3 used Blu-rays that I've gotten at Books A Million. I went back there this past weekend, and it's going to be interesting because I have 3 movies that kind of actually connect with the current Oscar animated reviews. And the first one is actually Despicable Me. Now, you might remember, of course, I did review the second film, so it's kind of obvious that I ended up getting the first film here, and and yeah, it also does come with the copy as well. Actually, the digital HD code, the Blu-ray, DVD. I think this is my first time looking at this, so it's very interesting because I just bought this past week, so watch it anytime, anywhere. So, and it does come with 3 mini movies, which I'm not really sure if I want to watch them or not, but yeah, I do think the first Despicable Me I do have a little bit more of appreciation to, especially the second one. As you can see, I put Despicable Me 2 on my number 1 of the 2013 nominees. Unfortunately, they did not have a used Blu-ray Despicable Me 2, and I couldn't find anyone that has a good cover. And this one definitely does, and I'm kind of glad this also came with a slipcover as well. So that's pretty awesome. And speaking of number 1s for the animated reviews, here's one of them. How to Train Your Dragon 2. Yes, I did found this one at Books A Million, and yep, you do get both the Blu-ray DVD and the digital copy. So, and as you can tell, yep, it is the good cover. So, not just a cover like with either, I forget, like, is it either like both Toothless and Hiccup as the current cover? But this is one of the original covers. Definitely glad I got it. Of course, as you guys know, I wasn't a fan of this at first glance, but then after a rewatch for the 2014 retrospective, I have more of appreciation to it, and I think it's better than the first film. I've yet to, as of this recording, have rewatched The Hidden World, and I know I saw it at Target because I was also there this weekend. I didn't get any Blu-rays at Target. Like, I did saw The Croods there, and I was thinking of getting it, but it was like, it has that crappy cover, and just like, I want the Croods on Blu-ray with the good cover, not with the lazy cover. But more on, if you want to hear more of my thoughts on this, you can go check out the 2014 video. And speaking of others, here's the last used Blu-ray I got in Minions. Yeah, I really had a good time with this film. I don't know what it is, but it's just like, oh, okay then. I was not expecting that. The DVD kind of fell off, it looks like, so that was kind of odd. Is this like a it's like a promotion of their like stuff, and I see what it is. I got it like a booklet where they promote their other films. Unfortunately I didn't get the slipcover for that, but yep. I actually did had a great time with this film. I know some people were mixed with it. Some people consider it the worst of the series, but it's easily Despicable Me 3. It's the only one I didn't like, but I actually did like this, and this is my second favorite of the series, right behind the second one. I do think this is better than also the first Despicable Me. As for Minions: The Rise of Gru, I'm not really sure how that's gonna go. Because after with Despicable Me 3, it might go a little bit of the franchise might go a little bit down, especially since it's been pushed back to another year. So, but I don't blame it. But it's just like, Like, I think some people think it should have pushed Sing 2 back and put Minions: The Rise of Gru's release date was. So, now I am going to legit unbox 3 Blu-rays that I got from Best Buy, all mint in the packaging, and starting up with, and it's actually kind of already started to open, Blade Runner 2049, the Denis Villeneuve film, the sequel to the 1982 classic from Ridley Scott, and this is, of course, his film. And yeah, oh, that's also loose as well. Oh, okay. The DVD also came loose as well. So, definitely a great follow-up to the original 1984 film. I feel like this, I don't know, I feel odd with this, but I'm not really sure. But hey, at least I got it. But I think it's just like the like, I don't know, it's like the feeling of the pack of the Blu-ray itself is just like a bit odd to me. I don't know, but yeah, the original Blade Runner I did watch. Yeah, because if you've seen my kind of like top 10 Oscar movies of 2017, this was on my list at number 4. Is this loose again? No, it's not. I feel like it. I think it's just like this. Yeah, the digital code feels like, but it's not really. But it was at number. It was at number 5 on that list. So, and of course, this did film one, of course, for Best Visual Effects and Roger Deakins' first win for Best Cinematography. Like, one of the biggest wins of the Oscars, a historic one, of course. And it did got nominated, of course, for the sounds and production design as well. I have not rewatched this film in a long time, but I don't know when I'm going to get back to it, but definitely I will be going back to it. Speaking of Denis Villeneuve, here's, I think, probably still my favorite film I've seen from him so far. And I think this is, pretty mentally fresh, I would say. It's on the packaging. And that is, let's see if I can do this. Yeah. Yep, I got it on mine. And that is Arrival. His 2016 film. And this did got a Best Picture nomination. And I really was amazed by this film, especially how great the script was. And, oh my gosh, it was just like a unique story about, like, oh wow. I was just blown away by this movie when I first saw it for the 2016 Oscar movie marathon I did. And it was like amazing, like, especially that ending. Like, this film was my favorite movie script of the Oscar movies of 2016. It should have won adapted screenplay. I mean, it is great. Now, I know a lot of people were wondering, would I nominate Amy Adams for this? And honestly, I think she's actually the weakest thing of the entire movie, because the rest of the performances, even Jeremy Renner, which I think he was very overlooked of that award season, because he gave the best performance in the entire movie. Of course, it's shot well. It's just like I think it's just like Adam's performance kind of like is the weak aspect for making the movie to be like a masterpiece, I would say. But definitely, I would prefer watching this over Blade Runner 2049. I'm not really sure how he's going to do with Dune, though. It's going to be a pretty interesting way on how he's going to transition from that, and especially, of course, since the movie has, of course, been, well, even though it was pushed back to this year or so. And last but not least, we do have a Best Picture winning movie, and I'm just unboxing this already. And this is the Best Picture winner of 2018, Green Book. Now, I know this movie is a bit of a controversial win, especially since it is a racial movie directed by a white person, which in this case is Peter Farrelly of the Farrelly brothers. And I'll be honest, I actually am in the positive side. But do I say it deserved the Best Picture? I will say no. That was, without a doubt, that should have gone to the favorite, without a doubt. But this was my second favorite of the picture nominees. I really did enjoy the script. I think it gave the best script of the Oscar movies of 2018 and definitely deserved the win for original screenplay. Mahershala Ali and Viggo Mortensen definitely give fantastic performance, even though Ali is technically a lead. in that. Peter Farrelly's direction was excellent, and this is also technically a Christmas movie, and very interesting that since this movie was released in 2018, it has something similar that also did with Illumination's The Grinch. Both The Grinch and Green Book, their endings have the Christmas on Chestnuts roasting playing at the end of the movie, so it's kind of coincidence. Which one did it better? I think this one did, because definitely, yes, it is a bit of a controversial film, especially a Best Picture winning film, but it's just like, I'm kind of on the positive side. I don't have no words, because I obviously don't have a script in front of me, but I could go more into deep depth, but I'm going to end this video right now. So that's just basically the end of my regular Blu-ray collection. So if you enjoyed this video, you can hit that subscribe button, comment down below if you have any of these films. And pretty soon you will get another Criterion Blu-ray video, but also there will be, like I said, another Blu-ray video, but it's going to be like a special one. Kind of like the Shout Factory it did on Thomas and the Magic Railroad. We're going into another distribution company, but it's going to be one big massive order. They're going to be like regular Blu-rays, but it's going to be a lot of fun to talk about them. Or unbox them, specifically.